My $280 small account challenge has now officially reached $300,000 milestone. These profits have already been verified by Kinfo, a third-party US stock verification platform. I was also invited for a podcast with them, which will be released very soon. Now the total return has reached 107,000%. As I've mentioned before, the reason that this number is so high is because I started this challenge with a very small amount. Once the snowball starts rolling, the percentage return begins to look crazy. Let's take a look at what has happened since the last video. How the account grew from $200,000 to $300,000. Back in August, it was summer break, so the market was relatively quiet. I took some time off to travel and went to New York to attend some events. I took less trades. As a result, I experienced some drawdown in August, with the balance dropping from $200,000 to around $160,000. Moving into September, summer break ended and the opportunities finally arrived. We entered a very hot month for the small cap market. Several stocks surged by thousands of percent in a single day. For example, OCTO skyrocketed from $1.45 to $83 in one day. CWD rose by over 2,500%. And WLDS also jumped 1,000%. These stocks provide us traders with an incredible number of opportunities. I managed to capture some of them successfully, netting $140,000 in just 1 week. That's roughly 1 million Hong Kong dollars. After that single week, my account balance reached $300,000, setting a new all-time high. Let's first look at the data. You can see that on the first day of August, I had a big loss. Throughout the rest of August, volatility remained quite low. This was because in August, seeing the market heat dying down, I scaled down my position sizes. By using smaller sizes, the daily P and L fluctuations were much lower. This continued until the second week of September. Once OCTO appeared, the market became extremely hot. As you can see, the first week of September was quiet due to the holiday, so the market stayed somewhat silent. But during the second week, the week I made $140,000, market sentiment immediately surged, bringing tons of opportunities. Aside from the free stocks I mentioned, many other stocks also showed massive volatility. After that week, my account hit the $300,000 mark. I'd like to show you one of my live trades here. I also shared this specific trade during my Kinfo interview with the host. This took place the day after OCTO's massive run. I anticipated that the market would be incredibly active that day. When a stock with such huge volatility appears, many traders will start to have a fear of missing out on the previous day's move. So on a day like this, if similar news drop or a stock with similar characteristics appear, the market attention becomes very high. You can see this stock here called YOUL. I entered here with a 6,000 shares long position, looking for an upside breakout. Once it broke through $4, I felt there was still room to run, so I expected it to push a bit higher. I decided to hold a little longer. As you can see, this trade is currently sitting at around $3,000 in profit. If you look at the volume down here, the per minute trading volume is very high. This isn't some illiquid small cap that nobody is touching. It's a stock that many people are trading. At that moment, it had a volume of around 800,000 shares per minute. When it hit $4.59, I sold my entire position. I walked away with about a $5,000 profit on this trade. I shared more live clips in the podcast with Kinfo, so be sure to check that out. On September 9th, alone I made around $54,000. That remains my highest single day profit in this small account challenge so far. Now, many of you might know that I participated in a US investing championship, but I didn't expect it to be this poorly run. I initially thought it was a very formal competition, but throughout the entire process, their lack of professionalism was overwhelming. Why do I suggest that you don't trust the result of this competition? How is it that I held first place for 3 consecutive months, but suddenly disappeared in September? Rest assured, I didn't blow up my account. I didn't cheat. I have complete evidence of everything. I'll be releasing a separate video soon to address the unfair treatment I experienced in that competition.